Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me for an all-new edition of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at yet another brand new for 2022 Diecast Masters Transport Series release. In this video, we're going to be looking at the 150th scale Western Star 49X Setback Front Axle Tridem Heavy-Haul Tractor. The item number is 71085. And in time-honored fashion, as we always do, let's begin the video with the unboxing. All of the Diecast Masters Transport Series models come in this brown outer shipping box that protects not only the model, but the model's actual high-quality presentation style box, seen here. We can get our first look at the model, Western Star 49X SBFA Tridem Heavy-Haul Tractor, our item number 1 to 50 scale with the Western Star logo. Here is the beautiful presentation style package on the top with the Western Star background of the rainbow finish, as I like to call it. On the back, we have some information on the real truck as well as some pictures of the model's functionality. Let's go ahead and get the model out of the box now by putting our finger in the finger hole for the slide out package. We are greeted with some instructions. Now, this basically just tells us how to put the optional accessories on if you wish to do that. This model comes pre-installed with the deck plate, but if you don't like the look of that, you can remove 2 small Phillips screws and install the headache rack. It's completely optional, whatever you prefer the look of your model to look like. The other piece of documentation that's in your model is the Diecast Masters Transport Series catalog. Again, always helpful to have this stay in your collection. In the first layer of packaging, we have all of our accessories, which include the aforementioned headache rack, oversized load sign, some extra screws, and some exhaust stack tips. The bottom layer of foam rubber houses your 49X truck. So be careful what you grab onto because there are some fragile parts that could potentially break with some mishandling. And now your truck is out of the box. Okay, welcome back everyone. So for assembly, it really couldn't get any simpler on this truck. And as always with Diecast Masters Transport Series, assembly for the most part is completely optional. But let's put our 2 exhaust stack tips onto the exhaust stacks. You simply just drop them into the 2 predetermined holes that are on top of the stacks, just like this. And now your truck has a proper chrome finish look to it. You can also put the oversized load sign onto the truck if you want to it, but in order to put the oversized load sign onto this truck, you need the headache rack because there's no holes to put the oversized load sign on. So this is a good time to show before we actually get into this model's specific review section. So this is the 49X that we're going to be paying attention to in this review. But what I want to show you is a direct side-by-side comparison to the 49X Heavy-Haul Tractor that's in this set versus the 49X Heavy-Haul Tractor that comes with the Lowboy set that you may have just seen the review of. So, here's the 49X that comes with the Lowboy set. So we'll put the Lowboy oversized load sign on him. And then here is the one that comes that you can buy just by itself. Now, the most notable difference between the two is the one that comes with the Lowboy set, seen here, does not have the fender well protection on the wheels. So it just comes as you've seen it here. So we'll do it again side by side. Whereas the one that you buy separately, the one seen in this review video specifically, this item number, has the fender well protection over it. Now easily you can swap out the headache rack for the deck plate. They are provided with both sets. So the most notable difference between the two, if it helps make up your mind which one you want to buy and add to your collection, mostly boils down to the fact of the fender well protection on your model. So there you go. I wanted to point that out. Also wanted to give you a side-by-side comparison of what the truck looks like with the headache rack installed versus what it looks like with the deck plate installed. Okay, let's now get back to this model's review. Let's begin by taking a look at the details that are on this model. Obviously, one of the first aspects that you'll notice immediately is the high-quality paint finish to this truck in the Viper Red paint, which matches the factory paint that Western Star actually offers for this truck. And again, if you look up all of the promotional photos and videos for the real 49X release, I would say conservatively at least 80% of them are done in this red truck paint scheme for Western Star, so obviously they're quite fond of it themselves. You can find chrome all throughout this truck, whether it's on the mirrors, the exhaust, the diamond plate texturing all throughout, obviously whether it's on the fender wells as well, the bumper protection, which even have on the front anyway, some rubber Western Star mud flaps. The mud flaps can be found all throughout, here, 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 and here, for a total of 6 all throughout the model. You have a small trailer hitch on the back. Your fifth wheel slides to accommodate any trailers that you might have in your collection, so not only your Diecast Masters trailers, but perhaps if you have Sword or other trailers. As you can see, you can slide it back or forward. As I mentioned before, your wheels are chrome with black centerpieces inside of them. Looking underneath the model, you can see the chassis detail. If you do want to swap out the deck plate for the headache rack, all you have to do is remove these 2 Phillips screws, as I demonstrated with the instructional sheet. So it should only take you about a minute or so. It's not tedious at all. Okay, back into functionality for the model. Again, every aspect you'd want to see in a tractor model, a truck model, is present. We have opening doors, and they open to a very wide degree. Plenty wide enough to get a figure in either side of this truck. And it's difficult to get on camera, but when you have yours, there is decals and detailed instrument panel, dash panel detail on the interior of these trucks. Quite rewarding to look at. Very impressive that they were able to do this. You close the doors. We're not done yet. Let's pop open our hood. It is equally as rewarding to look at the mechanical components that are underneath the hood. And I believe, as the box said, I believe these are Detroit diesel engines. But I could be wrong. So we have opening doors, an opening hood, a sliding fifth wheel. Our last bit of functionality, obviously besides the rolling rubber wheels, but that's a given, is we have working steering. The angle in either direction, left or right, is good. And because it's notched, it will stay in that position without snapping back. All right, last bit that I would like to show you before we end this video is if you choose just to buy this one, let's say you have already invested in a Diecast Masters XL120 trailer in the recent past. Let's see what it looks like hooked up to your already existing trailer from Diecast Masters that you may already have. So we will conclude the video with a quick pose. So that's what the trailer looks like. Let's put a piece of Diecast Masters Highline Series cat equipment on the deck. And there you go. In conclusion, this Western Star 49X Heavy-Haul Tractor is, in fact, quite possibly the best Diecast Masters Transport Series tractor that Diecast Masters has released to date. And I say that not only because of the way the truck is presented aesthetically, but because of all the functionality and because of the different details that are included, whether it be the deck plate or the headache rack, and obviously the way the truck is presented with the functionality as well. I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so very much for watching. If this is your first time on the channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button as we try to upload videos weekly. Thank you all again so much for watching. Until next time, take care, be safe, be well. I'll see you in the next review.